How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the franchise mode. I'm going to do another intro yet again, but I just wanted to let you guys know this is live from the charity live stream and a live episode of the franchise mode. So if I'm, quiet at times, that is why I'm not really in video recording mode. I was 7 hours, like 7.5 hours into the live stream at this point. So I was getting a little tired, so I do apologize. But I hope you guys enjoy. It is episode 19. It is legit, and we'll be doing episode 20 next week. So yeah, enjoy this episode of the franchise mode. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the post-Quinn Hughes Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. I believe we are on episode 19 or 18. Not sure which episode it is. Let me go double check. We are live for the Canucks, the creators for BC Children's Hospital charity live stream. We're rocking a live franchise mode for episode 19. So, without further ado, what happened last episode? Well, last episode, we went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals and lost to the New Jersey Devils in 6 games, beating the likes of the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round, the Edmonton Oilers in 7 in the second round, and the Minnesota Wild in 6 games in the third round, beating our former Canuck, Quinn Hughes, who gave us a bit of a tough ride, but we were able to beat them better than the Edmonton Oilers, or easier than the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. We are now entering the draft, and we have some questions. If we go to progress reports, I want to go check out, of course, how our players are progressing. We got, I like what I see so far. Zeev Boyum still up to a 92 overall. We're hoping that he can grow a little bit more. It'd be nice to see Tynan Lawrence, a 90 overall, still at 22, has some years to grow. We'll see what he'll get. Only 20, so Globlov is already up to a 90. One of the better defensive defensemen in the NHL. Elias Pettersson, still an 89, still very serviceable and solid. Should be good for us as a first line forward. Probably going to move to a second line role now as we transition out. His last year of his contract. We can't see it in this screen, but Alexei Medvedev has moved to an 89 overall at 23 years old. Low franchise. We're hoping that he could grow a little bit more, but also we don't want him to grow too much because he's going to cost a lot of money. Philip Hronik is an 88. Dadonov has moved up to an 88. That's really nice to see. Vilander, Belche at, Vilander has high elite potential now. We don't think he's going to go up to a 90, but possibly. Coots up to an 86, Besser down to an 85, so we're starting to slip a little bit when it comes to Besser. Albert Smith's 85, Ogren 84, Novotny 84, Boetinger 84, Mueller 82, Drake 82, which is nice to see, Nemec 81, Fugleberg 81, Filatov 81, DPD. Rest in the system here. Let's see, Torres, Dahl 80. Torres is more NHL ready. I think Dahl we're going to look to potentially trade because he has a good value probably still. 22 years old. I don't know if he's going to grow on our team. We'll find another place for him. Colin Fitzgerald's up there. I want my chair to move, but it keeps moving back. Lamala grew a little bit, which is nice to see. Sensonen's up there. Zinger growing a good amount. This medium starter growing a decent amount as well. Some prospects growing down here. Let's see, the 2 medium elite prospects going to 66 and 67, which is nice to see. And that's really about it. Another medium elite prospect down here. Right winger. We have 3 of them? I did not know we had 3 of them. We have Henrich. Oh, Henrich is a goaltender. Okay. We have Did he grow up potential? I don't remember having another medium elite goaltender. Nice to see. Henrich growing. Let's move in. The question marks. Where was I going to go with this? We got to go to contracts. We need to sign Ethan Belche and Tynan Lawrence to contracts. We have $17 million in cap space at the moment. We'll have some more cap space with Jonathan Lekermacki opening up a potential extension, but he's going to cost a lot of money. He's going to cost a crap ton of money. Even though they all had down years, hopefully the money drops. Lekermacki UFA is more of a priority, but there's 2 players who are going to potentially move. Brock Besser and Philip Hronik. Hronik 2 years left. It'll be 1 year going into next season. And same with Besser at about 7 million, 7.835 and 7.835, both of them at the same cap hit. Goaltending, I haven't checked that out. Botinger we need to sign, but Medvedev we have locked down for a while at 6.5. Oh, thank God. We'll have Medvedev locked down for a while. That's nice to see. The first thing is we move into the draft. Since our main two focuses are RFAs, we can move into the draft. Thank you so much. Mac and cheese delivered live on stream, and we'll be eating mac and cheese as I do the franchise mode. That's so good. She did such a good job with it. So, spicy. It's the Cheetos mac and cheese. It's really spicy. But that's nice for me. Coaching staff I want to go check out. Actually, I want to see where my coaching contracts are at. Do I have to worry about it? Oh, not at all. Perfect. So, yeah, we have to sign those two RFAs. Lekker will try to get the contract done as quickly as possible. We'll try to drop the cap hit as much as we can. And then we will see what we can do in terms of Belche, Lawrence, and then possibly I think Hronek is number one. Hronek is number one in terms of who we want to move, because we're pretty dead set on defense. If we go to, I don't think we're able to go to edit lines, so if we go to our defenseman, it will be Boyum, Sloglobov, Vilander, Smits, Drake, and then maybe Pedersen. Maybe we find something else. Hronek 33.88. We could be able to ship him off. Should be able to, and get some decent value back as well. So we'll see. We will see. We don't have to do it immediately at the draft, but we can look around at the draft and see what we can get. So let's move into it. Let's move into the draft. It's another fire truck. Passes by. Enter. NHL Legend Draft. I didn't even see what the pro scout said. Connor McDavid won the Hart and the Art Ross. Detroit has the second overall pick available. Now, the funniest part is a lot of people saying we should trade Philip Hronek for the second overall pick. We have 31. Let's see what this draft class looks like. Hansen. Ooh, Lampert. A Canadian. Canadian right winger. Available at the top. A center with first overall. Obviously, for Hronek, probably doesn't get it done. He won't want to go there anyway. I feel like since we're winning, he'll most likely really not want to go there. We have Boost and Asplund. Asplund almost gets it done. So, let's see, another team that's willing to trade their pick. The Rangers, 17. Right, we don't really need now. We don't really need everything right now when it comes to it. Some decent picks here, some wingers. A center. Another center. Kind of scares me going later in the draft with how my scouting is. Could potentially lose out on a good player. So it'd be Hronek a lot. It would be Hronek not wanting to go to the Rangers as well. Okay. Let's see. Hronek. It shows you which teams they would want to go to. Ducks, Bruins, Flames, Hurricanes, Blackhawks. Ducks, Bruins, Flames, Hurricanes, Blackhawks. Those are the first. That's what we'll do. Ducks would like Hronek. What do they have defensively? Because I want an offensive defenseman. We don't have too many offensive defensemen. Xavier Villeneuve is a offensive defenseman. He plays both sides. Could be put in both ways. Draft picks, they have the 4th overall pick, the 34th overall pick. We could do 34 and 41st. And then going back their way would be Philip Hronek. Now, this looks way overvalued to our side. They're more of a seller, so I don't think they would make this move. So, I would do this in a heartbeat. Getting a young Villeneuve fits the mold. 23 years old, could move into potentially being one of the better defensemen on our team. Locked down to $2 million for one more season. I think he has a extension. Medium elite Hansen goes first overall. So that's an option. Bruins are a seller. So yet again, another team that probably wouldn't take Hronik on. They have this Hair guy who's probably an offensive defenseman, but he's a prospect. Gonna remove Hronik. Flames. He wants to go there. They have Hunter Brutstevich, who's an offensive defenseman. In terms of points, because the second pair offensive defenseman, I don't know. Brock Cripps, defensive defenseman. We don't need more defensive defensemen. We have a lot. Muse, offensive, but not really putting up too many points. Okay. Is that who I... Rask. I thought I saw Ruck. Carolina. Does he want to go there? Carolina, Chicago, Colorado, Edmonton, LA. Carolina, Chicago, Colorado, Edmonton, LA. Carolina. Bladinka. Defensive defenseman. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find something here. Chicago. They have Dupont, Levshunov, Rinzel and Vlasic. Two-way. Defensive. Two-way. Defensive. So Chicago won't be it. Colorado would like to go to. They have Sandin, who's an offensive defense. Two-way. They have Cale Makar, which obviously won't happen. No. Edmonton is the next team. They have Jugnauth. You wouldn't really want to make a trade with Edmonton. Florida, LA is a team that he wants to go to. Just sort this by overall. No, they don't really have anything. Like Brant Clark would be. Maybe, but I feel like he makes too much. Way too much. Minnesota. I don't know if he wants to go here, but we could get Quinn Hughes back. Just a joke. Spence, Juracek, Aaron Kiviharu. No, I don't want to make Minnesota better, especially since we just faced them all. Faced them in the Western Conference Finals. So let's go back to what Hronik wants. Nashville, Islanders, Senators, Flyers. Nashville, what do you have? Do you have any good defensemen that we could take? Good offensive defensemen that we could take? I see you guys didn't develop Chase Reed. Oh, that's Cameron Reed. Never mind. Molendyke? Maybe? No. What's the cap hit? New Jersey doesn't want to go there. Islanders, he would like to go there. We're not getting Schaefer at $6 million for 4 years. I bet you Detroit. I don't think Hronik wants to go to Detroit. That's the problem. Detroit. Hronik has a 15-team no trade, and I don't think Detroit's on that list. Sadly, Detroit would definitely take him back though. Romanov, defensive defenseman. Schaefer's insane. They wouldn't make this move, would they? They're sellers. They're sellers. It's because we sorted by overall. Asplund. The 31st pick. And our first round pick next year for Matthew Schaefer. Is Schaefer a right side D or a left side D? plays both sides. So it would be Sloglobov, Boyum. We don't need Schaefer. No, we don't need Schaefer. The thing is, you would take Schaefer on a heartbeat. At 6.6 mil? You would take Schaefer on a heartbeat. Hockey from Home, thank you for the subscription. As well, I fully appreciate you subscribing. Where we're here for is BC Creators or Creators for BC Children's Hospital. If you are unable to donate, share the link. And it's down in the description. But if you are able to donate, that would be really appreciated if you can. At all. If not, share the link. Share everything. It'd be really appreciated. But thank you for the subscription. Sell the farm for Schaefer might be crazy, like, smart. 2 first, Asplund, who's a medium elite prospect. Yeah, Schaefer's such a unicorn, but it's like at the same time, 390 overall defensemen. I feel like we should be merging assets for a forward that's 90 overall plus. It's tough. It's a very tough decision. Let's see. All right, we're going to go look through. We're going to keep that in the back of our mind, but we're going to go look through. Discard trade. Oh, yeah, because Hronik's thing. Vasily Podkolzin, Lucas Reichel is available from Ottawa. We don't want Elias Pettersson. Sadly, we won't be able to move him. Flyers after... Oh, Senators, Flyers, Penguins. Those are the next teams we could look at. Defenseman. Jake Sanderson. I don't think there's anything that we're going to really want from here. Emil Andre. Daxon Rudolph. Here's the thing. He's a two-way defender, but look at how many points he put up this season. Just under 50 points. Plus minus pretty good, but consistent. Like, this is like an up year, but 30-30. Daxon Rudolph for Philip Hronik. Daxon Rudolph, a second round pick, and 2 fourths for Philip Hronik. Too far off. Get rid of one of the fourths. Bit low. Get rid of one of the fourths. Do you think this is worth it? Okay. You know what? I actually really like that. I really like that. Rudolph puts up a lot of points. Now our defense core is this. Why do we get rid of Hronik? Oh, I didn't even think about the contract when it comes to Daxon Rudolph. I didn't even think of the contract when it comes to Daxon Rudolph. Why didn't I look at that? Restricted free agent, though. Oh my god. Thank you. I forgot the extension. I shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, we saved $2 million. Daxon Rudolph on the team now. This is the decor. This is the decor. Look how young and nuts this decor is. Boyum, Sloglobov. Boyum's look. Okay, we gotta go back and look. What does it take to move EP40? The problem with EP40 is you have to ask him to waive his no movement. He probably won't. He probably won't. That's the problem. Like, no matter how many times you ask him, he probably won't move it. And it says 2 seasons. But we just have to write out 1 more year of his contract. That's all, really. We have some money freed up. We have a $6 million Daxon Rudolph that we're going to get. $6.235 for 5 seasons with Dax and Rudolph. Very good contract. Yeah. Realistically, I don't mind this. Brock Besser is a question. Novotny, Lekkernmäki, Snipers. I feel like we can potentially rock a Besser trade. It won't be for that much. I will. Okay, that's a good thing. Yes. When I'm done the stream, I will put timestamps for everything. Besser is a 15-team no trade as well. I'm gonna go look at the Sharks potentially as a move for him. Go this way. San Jose. You don't want to add money because we want to sign those two guys. He's not even a 90. It's not even a 90. We're adding capital. So a Besser trade wouldn't be too bad. San Jose would have more than 45, and they'd be over the cap. So San Jose trade probably won't work. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. They want Besser. They have the 36th overall pick for this year. So we get Patana as a contract. We get 36th overall pick, and we're moving Brock Besser out because money. So we move up. All right, editing.
We go all the way to Stanley Cup Finals.
Forget to put the rules up all the time. I didn't do it on this live stream because,
but we gave money.
I don't know. I just forgot. I don't know. There was really a good reason. So we'll make this if you just noticed, I made another trade with a main
switch the second round pick then.
Coming the other way was white. It wasn't on the block. It had white text. That's technically against the rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do NHL style punishment. We are going to be fined probably a second round pick due to the trade us acquiring a second round pick. Our next year's second round pick, we have to just use it on like an absolute nobody. We have to throw that pick away technically. So I'll put it on the whiteboard right now. Find second round pick. And yeah, next episode we will be fined a second round pick because it's a no. I wasn't technically supposed to do that. Yeah. Okay. So we just opened up a lot of money. We've opened up a lot of money for us this season. We picked up an extra second round pick and a couple. I think we picked up 2 second round picks for this season. So Stanley Cup champions, we move out Besser, we move out Herodic. We have 3 second round picks. For this season. I don't mind it at all. Has our team gotten a little weaker? Offensively? Yes. Defensively? No. We have 30 million cap space now. We got defensemen, Boyum, Siglobov, Vilander, Rudolph, Smits, and Drake. Dahl still has value, so I'm going to go look, see if I can do something around there. Centers, Lawrence Pedersen, Coots, Mueller, Ratu, Torres is almost ready. Then, so wingers is probably where we're lacking a little bit. Left wing, Belshea, Novotny, Ogren. Right wing, Lekermacki, Dadonov. Fiegelberg is pretty much ready. I feel like the Messer trade isn't bad. I feel like these trades will hurt us a little bit now, but help us in the future. So Rudolph plus assets. Apologies, I have to blow my... Rudolph plus assets is great. And then, yeah, so let's sim options. Let's sim. I didn't have to get those done right away, but it's nice to get those done right away. We're in the late first round here. I really like this Froats. If anything, he's going to be a top 6. Top 6, 66 overall. Not a solid, not a bad pick at all. Center. I saw highly. I want to go through the first round. I just want to see if I missed. No. High elite goalie, 73 overall. That's a pick. That's a pick right there. At 7, too. That's a good pick there. We're in the second round. Sim options. Sim to 47. Let's make this pick as well. You gotta take a shot. Elite low. Low elite, 62 overall. A high overall. That's nice to see. LA wants the 53rd pick. We get a 3rd and a 4th for next year. I'm okay. I'm going to call a timeout. And I'm going to go to trades and see if there's a winger. Oh, yeah, the pregame. Oh, the Montreal. That game's on right now. I had this iPad loaded up. I wonder if that's the most up to date. I wanted to watch the game on the iPad, so we'll see. I'm just going to go through to see if there's any potential wingers that we can make a big move trying to acquire. They have a 2-2. They have another 2-2. I want to go check out Chicago. They have a lot of assets. Maybe they can move something. Maybe we could be partners in a trade here. Oh my god, they have so much. This Chicago team is insane. They got the 1st overall pick to get Landon Dupont. Then the next season, they got the 1st overall pick to get, or 2nd overall pick to get Maddox Schultz. The year before Dupont, they got Viggo Bjork. Friedel the year before that. Lev Shunov the year before that. And then Bedard the year before that. And they still haven't won a cup. Dupont. They're not going to be able to pay one of these guys. They gave Bjork a 1-year extension. The Flyers pick Oscar Dahl for Anton Frontel, who's 24 now, only 85. Decent. Really good puck skills. Not that great shot. Good offensive awareness. Okay defensively. Not great physically. Okay speed. We gotta go conditioning this year so his speed will get boosted. I feel like we'll need a little bit more, but we could try this. No. A little bit more. What's the money, though? 6. I think we'll wait. We'll wait on potential Frendell. Let's make these picks. Which means we gotta hit on these picks. So we gotta be a low elite in the first one. I feel like we could still check those guys later. Low top 6. That's not great. That's not great value. You want to get value out of these picks. LA, we don't want to make a trade. We'll go lid back here. Not great value. Not great value. I keep pressing offer trade. Not great value. Sim options. Sim to the 95th pick. We'll take a shot on Romano. No. Nothing. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. Auto scouting is so hit and miss. Maybe take a starting goaltender, take another fringe starter. Either I'm not picking good or this is not a great draft, and I think it's the former. Seventh round, 6th round. Lowly. There we go. We got a lowly. Boom. Value in the 5th round. We got a lowly. Everyone unknown. We got a low top 6. All right. Not a great draft. Not a great draft at all. But, hey. We made good trades. I think we made good trades. So, we'll see what we could do in the re-sign phase. Let's get into the re-sign phase here. Tyler Lawrence, Ethan Belche. The first things that we're going to do immediately, we're going to qualify his restricted free agent clause. We're going to qualify his restricted free agent clause here. We're going to go to UFAs. Decent amount, not too many. Fitzgerald. Let's see. Wilmer Ulrichsen I'd like to keep around. Fitzgerald. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries at all. The Habs game's on as well. If you guys want to go watch the Habs game, go watch it. It's definitely going to be more entertaining than this. I'm just joking. Let's see. We have to keep Patton. We just traded for him. Riley Patterson. We can keep as well. I want to keep actually as many as we can that are close to the AHL just because I'm finding that it's hard to keep a lot of guys that are in the AHL. Let's see. You're gone. We'll keep you. Asplin needs to stay. Willis can stay. Oh yeah, Willis definitely. Which ones? I don't want to let the. I mean, not these bottom ones. Like these are the unsigned guys. These guys are just cheap no matter what. Um, I don't really mind spending a mil. It's their contract gets buried on a two-way. It's not like it's gonna cost us too much. Luke Cunningham, I'm gonna let go. The fringe AHLers. I mean, the restricted free agent ones, yeah, actually. You're right. Maybe some of these guys I should have. Okay, rookies, yeah. Okay, you meant like Vilmer Alexson, Wilson Bjork, Basil Sensonen. These guys, probably Riley Patterson would be in that list as well. Okay, I get what you mean now. Sounds good. You don't note it. I'm not an in-depth franchise mode guy, so any Ratu? Like 1.5 for me is not. I like Ratu. He's my fourth line guy. Kirill Kudryavtsev, I will let go. Okay, yeah. Kirill Kudryavtsev, I'm not bringing back. He can go find a spot elsewhere. Ty Mueller, we'll wait on a little bit. Jonathan Leckermack is going to be insanely expensive. Okay, he's dropped his price a little bit. If we go 4 years, doesn't really want it. I think I gotta do negotiations. Yeah. Oh wait, we gotta up this up again. It seems like a lot, but yet again, the cap's going up. I gotta try to expect it here. Okay, goaltending wise, we gotta bring Hitola in. Saray will bring in. The fact that he didn't sign that right away. Same with Henrich. Says yes. Okay. I don't mind if Saray goes away. Henrich, I really wanted to keep because he's a medium elite. He's got value. Boetinger will qualify. Okay, let's go talk to the two guys that we don't really have to worry about too much in Tyler Lawrence and Ethan Belche. Lawrence, I'm whoa. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You're right. Lawrence, this seems worth. This seems so worth it for Tyler Lawrence. 22 years old, 90 overall. Yeah, I will say these rosters was very forgiving for goaltenders. Medvedev was a medium elite. I don't think I would have Medvedev as a medium elite in this. Maybe a low elite, or he might have been. Yeah, he was a low elite. Medvedev did grow like crazy. This roster that I picked, a little forgiving for goaltenders. There's way too many good goalies. So Medvedev's like not even like the 15th best goalie. It's crazy. I've been willing to give Tyler Lawrence 10 years, 8 mil, full no move. I don't plan on trading him. I plan on keeping him. My only worry is if he drops an overall. But yet again, 90 overall, 22. I feel like all he could do is grow. But I've had in last year's mode where I've had Michael Misa go to like a 91, and then he drops to like an 87, and you sign him to a $11 million deal. Yeah, it does kind of suck, but we have a lot of cap space. It's a move we could definitely make. I wanna let's do. I don't wanna. Okay, it worked. I always worry about doing this. Okay, we don't have to persuade because we are a contender. We just went to the Stanley Cup Final. Is it market? Nah, it didn't work. No. 5 years. Just because it ups the value, improve. It's only 2 years of a no move, right? It's 3 years full. Because he only needs, yeah. I'm totally fine with this. This is actually a really good contract for a 90 overall player. For 5 seasons, we'll have Tynan Lawrence down at 8.5. If he says yes to it. Belche, like, why do you? You're 87 overall. Why do you want insane amount of money? Maybe match it up with Lawrence. Maybe it's the ineligible years of being longer, which doesn't make sense. They're drafted the same season. Belche, man, you're gonna give me trouble. You're gonna give me trouble. All right, let's go back to Lecker and we'll do what you said: no move and no trade. It just feels like 8.5. Like we just got Tyler Lawrence for 8.5. Check it. Lecker wants 8.8 for 6. Seven and a half for 6. I don't mind this. It's not a bad deal as well. He says yes. Tyler Lawrence says yes. Saray could go. That's fine. 19 mil we have. Open. My only worry is Sloglobov, but we were losing Pedersen's contract, so it doesn't really hurt me too much to have to pay Belche. Even then, Albert Smith, Dax, and Rudolph, Vilander, one of those guys could go if we really need to. Liam Ogren making 7.5. Next year probably won't happen again. Ugh. Okay. Mueller's too valuable to just let walk for me. How much does Harrison, I'm going to win you the series against Vegas, Boettinger want? Like, that's reasonable for 1 year. I'll send him that and see what he says. I don't mind that at all. Saray, we have enough value in our goaltending prospects. It's okay if you head out. Totally fine. Um I'm just gonna do a check here for donations. Another $10 donation. Thank you so much. Thatcher Demko, thank you for the donation. T Demko 30 in the chat, thank you. Where am I going? Oh, I went to go check. Let's go live. I just want to get the stream manager back up. Okay, we're at 7.5 hours of stream so far. Truly, truly crazy that I didn't think I don't think I've ever done this long of a stream before. So yeah, definitely haven't. I don't know why I don't say I don't think. I don't like Ogren's contract, but yet again, it just doesn't look good beside Novotny's. And Novotny's contract is very reasonable for the next 2 seasons. I think Ogren was at 86 or an 85 when I signed it though, so not too bad. 2 mil flat for Mueller. Belche's gonna give me trouble, man. Belche is gonna give me trouble. Belche is gonna give me trouble. Here we go. Let's enter negotiation with Belche. He has pretty high. Hurts us a little bit. Boom. Okay. Okay. We'll try this. I don't think it's gonna work. 8 years, 9.6. Mueller says yes. Oh, Belche says yes. Okay. Boetinger took the qualifying offer. That's funny. I think we're all signed up already. We're re-signed players. We still have 10 mil in cap space. And everyone's locked up except for Novotny. Oh, and Sloklopov, but we have 10 mil in cap space still. And we're gonna get an insane amount of cap space next year. Dadonov's at 9 mil. He needs an extension. UFA? RFA? Bunch of RFAs I don't really care about. Oh, let's move to free agency then. Alright. I was way easier than I thought it would be. Maybe Belche was a little too much, 9.6 comparative to Tyler Lawrence, right? But if Tyler Lawrence is going to take a discount to stay, sure. If we have to pay Belche to stay, sure. Alright, we're in free agency. Let's check it out. David Pasternak's there is what I thought would happen. I thought Pasti would be there. Ivar Stenberg's there. Who was a Ranger. Forgot. Thought he was a Blue. He was a Ranger. This sucks. Seeing him as a Ranger. Cole Caulfield? Mr. Saturday Night has hit free agency. I've gone way past UFA status. We can't afford him. We can't afford him, sadly. Will Smith? Like his RFA. A lot of these guys are restricted free agents, probably. Yeah, a lot of money going around. A lot of big money going around. In terms of the forward core, what are we looking at here? New contracts. Right, so we got Lawrence, Pedersen, Coots as the centers. Then you can play. It's going to be Lekermacki, Dadonov, Belshea, Novotny, and then Ogren with Filatov hopefully growing or Fugelberg growing. It's a solid team. It's a solid team. We're just hoping for a little bit more growth from some of our young guys. Now let's go talk contracts with some of these guys. Elias Pettersson. What would an Elias Pettersson contract extension look like? He still wants 11 for another 4 years. Dadonov. What would a Dadonov contract extension look like? Less money, but it would take him to a UFA. It's only 2 years for an RFA status. Expiry. He wants to go to UFA. Ogren should be cheaper. Oh, wow. Just save $4.5 million on Ogren. Which does worry me, so I'll leave Ogren for a bit. Sloglobov, though, if he wants like 13, I could see it. 7 for 3? How much does he want for 8? 8x9 for a 90 overall 20-year-old? Medium elite? I give him no movement. I'd give him no movement. We'll try that for Sloglobov. 9 million is not bad at all. Free agency. I feel like we have to go over one player. I feel like we just need one more sniper. Maybe a trade would probably be the best thing. Maybe trade him for like a James Haggins. I don't think he's a sniper, but like trading for a guy like James Haggins would probably be the move. Tijaginla, 32 goals last year. Could play alongside the second line, moves Novotny down. You can see. We'll see. He's on Utah, right? Is he still on Utah? He is. Dahl and a second round pick for next year. We pick up Tijaginla. Alright, with us technically crossing July 1st, I'm going to count this as next year's, just so we don't have to get fined another pick. Call me, hey, you can call me all you want, but I'm going to count this since we passed July 1st as next year. That's the cutoff in the NHL, so that's what I'm going to do. But since we traded our second round pick over to Utah, I will make sure to just swap the picks. So it would be not this upcoming second round pick, it would be the next year's second round pick, and then we'll waste the second round pick. So yeah, just thought to go let you guys know because I was editing before and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's the cool rule. And then we trade that second round pick and I forgot about that. So yeah, that's the update. I'll switch the second round picks around in the trade next episode and then we'll waste the pick. Boom. Tijaginla, welcome to the team. Since Ogren's contract's expiring, this could kind of be like a half replacement for him. Still an RFA at the end of the contract. 1 year, 7.5. Still an RFA at the end of the contract. We have control, and we can see what we want to do between him and Ogren. So let's see. Does Sloglobov say yes? Does Tij say yes? Tij says no. We can give him 8. I don't really care. It's a 1 year deal. Sloglobov says yes. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big, big deal. All right, let's go and find Tij. One year at 8. Advanced day. Yes, there we go. Let's sim to next season. All right, we'll get over to next season. I'll see you guys at the edit line screen. All right, we're at the edit line screen. Let's check out the roster for this upcoming season. So, Elias Pettersson will be the second line center with Dadonov and Tij Ginla. Coots, Lekermacki. Okay, we'll fix the lines around. So we want to get the chemistry up. That works. This doesn't, sadly. Does Novotny work? No. We'll fix the chemistry. Mueller, Ogren needs to move up. Coots, yeah. Fugelberg, Filatov, Mueller. I kept Rat too. He's going to be in the A. Defensively, oh man, it looks so good. Sloglobov, Boyum. Top pair, +5, 97, 96. +5. Vilander on the right side with Smits. Daxon Rudolph is a two-way defender on the third pair. Goaltending wise, Medvedev, Boetinger went up a little bit. Modine, is this one of our starters? Nice. Lamala, Torres is kind of ready. We'll have one more year in the A for him. And we don't have really big defensive prospects. Like, look at this defense core. It's insane. This D core is crazy. Offensively, we could do a little bit better. I think we need one more star offensive player, but we'd have to move Tij out, possibly. Some good value that we acquired with Tij to possibly move out and try to find a player like that. Yeah. I think we are set to make another big cut. Like, we lose Hronek, but we add Daxon Rudolph. We lose Besser, but we add Tij Ginla. And we're able to make it work with the money. Wow. All right. That was some Julian Brisebois type beat. Now, the last order of business. We have to set the captains. We're going to unassign, unassign, and unassign. Look, if there's anyone on this team who is ready to become a captain. Can't be a goalie. Can't be Medvedev, can't be Boetinger. Defensively, Zeke Boyum is on that list. Tom Vilander is on that list. Offensively, how's it going, Carol? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up franchise mode, and then we're going to move into possibly some guests. So, Lekermacki, Dadonov, Fugelberg, I'm not sure. I don't think any of those guys are really on my list. Novotny, Ogren, Tij, Belche, not on my list. Filatov, Nemec, Mueller, not on my list. Pettersson, not because I don't really think he's a leader, but also his contract's expiring. The new captain of the Vancouver Canucks, Braden Coots. That's what I'm going to do. Call me crazy. That's what I'm going to do. Assistant captain, Zeev Boyum. The other assistant captain, Tom Vilander. That is the set. That is what I like to see. Coots for captain. Third line center, doesn't matter. He's capper. Coots is ready. And yeah, without further ado, that is it for this franchise mode. So if you enjoyed this video, the charity live stream version of the franchise mode, Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like down below if you're a Canucks fan, you enjoy this kind of content. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below. What should we do next? What should we target? How good of a year do you think we're going to have? Are we going to make it back to the Stanley Cup Finals? Without further ado, the video on your right is the video from Monday. The video on your left is the video from Friday. Subscribe right down into there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.